What down, family? It's your girl, Mrs. SNTV, and I'm back at you with another one. So, yesterday, Quando Rondo was out in Beverly Grove, which is in LA, and him and his crew, they out there chilling. They riding around in the black Escalade. Well, they pulled up at a gas station right across the street from the Beverly Center, which is like a large shopping area where people like dine and shop or whatever. So they're across the street at the gas station. They're filling up. When out of nowhere, a white sedan pulls from around the gas station and three men jump out in all black and they just start shooting at Quando and his crew. Now, keep in mind, it is broad daylight, so, and then according to the police, Quando and his crew were not in any type of altercation prior to this event. But somehow they ended up just getting caught in a melee, like a firestorm of bullets. And there are shell cases everywhere. So, these people, they pulled up, they didn't come to play with them. And in fact, the car gets shot up, the Escalade gets shot up, and one of the passengers, which is his homeboy Lil Pap, he ends up getting shot. So they hop in the truck, they take off, they get about a mile down the road when, of course, they're speeding. The police pulls them over and, which they did. The police said that they were notified that there was a shooting that had just taken place. So they figured, with this car speeding down the road, especially with the description of the vehicle, this must be the vehicle that was involved in the incident. They pull them over, they get out of the car. Well, before they get out the car, Quando, he gets out. He's talking to the police, telling them, like, hey, they pulled up, they started shooting, whoop de whoop. And, my homeboy gets shot. So the police, they go over to the vehicle and they pull Lil Pap from the vehicle. And, he's in agonizing pain. Like, he's clearly distraught, which, therefore upsets Quando. Quando, he starts running around and you could tell he's upset about his friend, especially like once he gets out onto the ground and he takes a look at him, he kind of just realizes how severe the situation actually is. And, he's distraught. He's a mess, which anybody would be after witnessing something like that. And so, they take his friend, they take Lil Pap to the hospital where he eventually succumbs to his wounds. Unfortunately, RIP Lil Pap. But it just makes you wonder, like, what is going on, with these rappers? What is going on? Because especially like Quando, he was just out in May of 2021. They were in Black Shear, Georgia, and he was putting on a concert. And they, after the concert, they pull off, and once again, a vehicle pulls up, opens fire. And in fact, I want to say this time, well, the vehicle this time was across the street from where they were, and somebody just starts like firing across the street. And again, one of his crew members got hit. It seems like he just keeps avoiding all of the gunfire. He must be out there like he in the Matrix or something, because he never gets hit, but somebody in his crew definitely seems to take a bullet for him each time. So, and then, before that, back in November of 2020, where he and King Von had their situation, Von goes over, approaches Rondo and proceeds to start, beating his ass or whatever. So, and then that led to the shooting where King Von lost his life, R.I.P. Von. So it's just like, what is really good? Like, what is going on? Like, y'all can't just get money and live amongst each other and distance and happiness. But, when you do so much, like, your past does come back to haunt you. And we all know that situation where Lil Tim ended up killing Von. Tim ended up eventually getting shot, and then one of Tim's homeboys got killed. So could this be a retaliation of some sort? We don't know. Because we don't know what these people have going on behind the scenes. Hopefully Quando, he can go somewhere and sit down, because he ain't gonna be out here too much more longer, considering the circumstances. Like, bruh, this is the third shootout that you have been in the past 3 years. Some gotta give. But his aunt, she ended up, going on IG, and she says maybe I should I guess she had left information saying, that Quando was involved in a shootout, and I guess people took it the wrong way. I guess they thought that he was shot, because when the news first came to me, that is how I received it, that he had been shot. So maybe she put out a post that was, I don't want to say misleading, but people just took it the wrong way. So she then came back and she cleared it up and said, maybe I should reword it. He's fine. I spoke with him myself. Heart. So it is unfortunate that these young, talented black men, it's unfortunate that they can't live in peace. It's like they have to live up to this whole standard of what it means to be a rapper. And unfortunately, they're dropping like flies. And, people look at them and they say, well, they're rappers, it's all a part of the game. But these people have families. These people have mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers and aunts, uncles and cousins, So they are loved. At the end of the day, we all are just human. And we are the minority in this country. So every time we lose one of us, it's a sad day. It is a very sad day. So we just gotta do better, people. I really do wish Rondo the best, but it really doesn't look good for him. His track record is not looking too good. So who knows how long before the next shooting. Sad to say that. It is very sad to say that. But retaliation, man. It has been the destruction of our people. It's not good. And it doesn't seem to be getting any better. It's just getting worse. Because the younger generation, like, they're not going for it. They are not going for it. And they're going to die for theirs. So we all need to be careful out here in the way that we move and with the baggage that we take with us. When them skeletons get to hopping out them closets, and it seems that they come bearing Glocks and AKs, and so let's do better, people. Let's do better. But this has been just a news update from your girl, Mrs. SNTV, and I'm out. Oh, and free the guy, free my king, free SNTV.